Hello guys, Fearmaky here, continuing the Paladin Beginner series with the Marauder. So last time we left off with Trophy Hunter at 7 points to get the extra damage reduction. Trophy Hunter will stack 10 times. The more mobs you kill, the more damage mitigation you get. So we should be at 80% damage reduction. Let's go ahead and clear Act 5. And hopefully we clear Act 6 as well and start getting into Nightmare difficulty. But one thing I don't think I touched base on is while leveling, right? You got to pay attention to the items you're picking up or you're equipping. Obviously you want to focus on the stats. And the gear can have so many different stats on it that you really can't say, you know, go after Thunder Hide Coat or Serpent Hide Coat. Yes, you know, some of those pieces of gear will have a static or chances to have a static stat on it, whether it's cooldown reduction or energy. But you really should look at every single piece of gear because the stats is just random. Majority of the stats are random on the gear. But once you see the builds I put together or some of the gear that I'm using while leveling through all the other classes, you'll sort of get an idea. Okay, you know, Mackie had a Serpent Hide Coat on his, you know, Pyromancer that yielded a lot of CDR or cooldown or you know, crit rate or fire damage. So hopefully I can find one that complements the class I'm playing now to give you guys an idea of what to go after. Okay, here's the checkpoint. We need to find the exit. No. So the Fuji crater, there's a really great spot to level up your mining if you go into that dungeon. I have released a guide for it. If you need to up your mining from 0 to 500 to do rubies, this is the place you come. Come to Mount Fuji. Zone into that dungeon. It has a very high spawn ratio, almost like 100%. And just keep mining all the nodes in there. It's guaranteed to have a ton of nodes inside. Nice, thank God. I thought it was going to be up top. I want to move grapple, swap grapple, and madness control. Put crazy grapple there. And I'll put madness control here. That way I can only, you know, press one whenever I want to actually jump to a location. The other abilities I am going to pretty much be casting them on cooldown, so I do huge burst damage. A legendary dropped up top. We're gonna go back and get it. Oh, it's the wood buckler. We might go back to a one-handed shield here. You know, later on the levels we'll see. Here's the exit. Alright, well, level 48, we unlock the final tier of talents. And we have Madness of the Arena. Rips all chains from nearby enemies, dealing the entire duration's worth of damage and instantly slows the target. 150% physical damage and slows them for 2 seconds. Then we have Force Overwhelming. Each attack becomes a heavy ball temporarily. Additional points increases the amount of heavy balls. We're going to go into Madness of the Arena first. I like the bleed. And we're going to replace that with the crazy grapple. Should we do that or the big boom? Yeah, let's do crazy grapple. And let's see how that works. The mobs are dying too fast as it is because we have a pretty strong build going right now in gear. So it's really difficult to test that. But like those mobs, they are bleeding. And yeah, no. By the time I use it, they were all dead already. So it's hard to test these higher cooldown talents when mobs are getting pretty much almost one shot. there. I was able to use it there on a couple of mobs. Yeah, essentially later on when they have more health, it's becoming a challenge. You want to apply bleach to as many targets as possible and then rip the chains off of them. We have a legendary charm, CDR, dodge, damage reduction. We lose a lot of health though. And we got a belt. Yeah, let's go with the belt. Need to find the exit. Is it here? Yeah. Let's kill some of this trash. Quick. Oh, we'll get the checkpoint here. Good. Yeah, I don't think Madness of the Arena is doing that much damage. Doesn't feel like it. We'll put a point in Force Overwhelming and remove the big boom for now. Where's Force Overwhelming? Oh, we can test them all out. That has 16 seconds. Madness controls 15. So we're gonna put Force Overwhelming here and Madness of the Arena here. There we go. Really long cooldowns on all of our abilities now, with the exception of the chain traps. But we'll see how this works out for us. Oh, the boss is there. We got some mesh boots. Oh, I'm gonna die from oxygen. We got the checkpoint, so we can go in here. This will be a King Carpus, so if we die, we are able to get back in here. Let's put another point in chain traps. Pretty good clear with the setup right now. Oh, a lot of damage as well. So I'm not understanding the Force Overwhelming here. Each attack becomes a heavy ball, but temporarily additional points increases the amount of heavy balls. So that's, I'm dealing damage. That's a heavy ball already. And it's a active. Oh, was it bugged? Okay, now it's just it's a heavy ball again. Let's press 1. Let's see what happens. Force overwhelming for 3 seconds. Okay, because we have a chance to proc the heavy ball, but then when we pop force overwhelming, it's automatic. It's guaranteed, I mean. It only lasts 3 seconds, but it deals 300% damage. We'll see how it does on the boss. Because heavy ball, taking off stab, a chance to unleash a big spike ball that deals more damage and moves slower. Okay. Yeah, you can definitely see the burst when you pop heavy ball. I like it. Actually flowing pretty well with this high cooldown. But huge damage. Usually when we get to these act bosses, while leveling, we have somewhat of a challenge, right? Because we're dying. And the mobs have so much health, they're not dying as fast enough. Seems like with the Marauder, it's pretty clean so far. Yeah, the moment we proc heavy ball and we fire ahead of us, everything just gets melted. Really good. Okay. Let's max out though our chain traps. Should we max that out? Or should we lower the cooldown on heavy ball? On force overwhelming, I mean. Let's go force. Yeah, no, let's max out chain traps. We're almost there, and then we'll go heavy into the other cooldowns. Oh yeah, man. When you do force overwhelming and the ball goes out, crazy damage. I like the clear. Oh my lord. I jumped into the hole. Yikes. My bad, guys. Trying to move a little too fast, and that's what happens. Chain traps is at 88% damage now. Still firing out 2, right? But obviously it's gonna pull a lot more mobs. Alright. We'll try this again. Ooh, legendary flail. So maybe this is the cue for us to go back to a one-handed shield. We'll see. Alright, we'll definitely do some item mana before we pull the boss. So we have a one-handed flail. Man on hit, 5% physical and attack speed. Let's go to it. Let's go back to it. Chain trap's doing 1740. We'll put that on. We'll put on the shield, which is wow, look at the physical damage on this shield and CDR. 1340. So we lost like 1400 damage, but our attack speed is much faster, which is going to cause our heavy ball procs. You just saw it proc there. There it is. A lot more often. So between the boss's heavy balls and my heavy balls, I have no idea whose is whose. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm glad we're able to one-shot him. At 17,000 steady damage. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's continue with it. We did not get an upgrade there from the boss, and we just did item manny. So let's sell everything we have so there's no confusion. And let's continue on to the final act to unlock Nightmare. And let's see how the one-handed shield combo works here. Our cooldown reduction is at 9% now instead of 6%. Yeah, we definitely get more heavy balls out with Force Overwhelming. Obviously because of the proc and also the attack speed, right? Naturally when you pop it. Let me reset the damage meters so you can see our actual true damage. Look at what, 50,000? Wow. That's a lot of damage for leveling up. $128,000 damage burst there when I did the rip, the Madness of the Arena, where we ripped the chains from them. Checkpoint. Alright, next stage. We're maxing out the trap, 90% damage on chain traps. got the checkpoint. Let's see, do we have 40% damage increase here on that statue? Oh wow, that dropped a lot of loot. That elite. Oh, I'm gonna pick up the rotten apple. It's gonna help us turn these guys to reduce the damage that we take. I remember before this relic used to be like zone wide almost. But since then they nerfed it. Well, you can see why. I mean, it turns all of the mobs into a rotten apple that deals no damage. It's huge damage mitigation. Let's go into the chain trap. We're gonna trap it out all the way. It's been working out so far so great, so we're gonna continue with it. Because it's an ability we're spamming constantly and just dealing out so much damage. Why change something that's working, right? Don't try to fix it if it's not broken. We did get the checkpoint here. So let's keep moving on. We want to unlock Nightmare in this play session. I mean, I know we will. But we want to see how far we can get into Nightmare. Oh. Now we're dropping. So one thing to notice there, right? At maxed out talent points at 20, we're dropping 3 chain traps now. You know how many pulls and bleeds and damage that is? That's amazing. There's so much control. Ooh, the Book of Belial. But we're gonna continue with the apple for now. Chances are we're gonna die. So let's just stick with the rotten apple for hopefully some CC so we can survive longer. This is the boss. Depths of Hell. Let's go kill Satan, guys. We're definitely going to get the checkpoint here. So we don't have to jump through that dreaded platform again. There we go. Looks like he's in here. Yep, perfect. Alright. Look at that burst, man. Like 120,000. You guys pay attention to the damage meters. That's really good for leveling. I mean, at level 59, are you kidding me? Okay, we're able to turn them all into rotten apples. You see that? How powerful this relic is? It's amazing. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Ooh, Saved by the level. So much density that we have to clear it. It's just a lot of free experience. Liking the clear speed on the Marauder. Light plate boots, looks like they're a damage increase. The gloves looks like they're a damage mitigation increase. Necklace, looks like it's a mitigation increase. Whoa. Oh no! Dude, that fire damage, wow. Alright, well, let's look at the boots. Armor, physical damage, health, mana after kill. The Greaves, though, 6% CDR. Let's go with the Greaves. Let's try to change it up and have our CDR go up. Fire damage. Wow, those gloves could have been amazing if they had cooldown reduction on them. Crit rate, max mana. We lose health though, but we do get health after kill, which I like. And we gain additional critical strike. So let's go with it. And that could get crit damage, a lot more health and mana, which makes up for the health we lost on the charm. We'll go with it. And for a weapon, we get let me see. Yeah, no, we're okay with this. Let's stick with the one-hander still. And let's go back down. Legendary spare. Why couldn't it be a flail? It's like chat's working finally. General chat with the server changes. It's good to see people, you know, helping each other out, joining groups. People posting they have a chaos shrine or if they have a chaos tower, and then you jump in their group and farm up. It's a very efficient way to farm. So yeah, if you guys are at the lobby and you're doing endgame and you're looking to farm chaos shrines, towers, just pay attention to people posting in there. You know, CS, 3 slots open, CT, 2 slots open. I've never really participated in it as you know, as much as I should. I know Mark, your friend, does it a lot. So I'm always creating content for you guys while I'm playing with a full group of friends already. But it's something you should definitely utilize. Especially if you're playing solo. I would say solo players actually have a huge advantage because they could just sit at the lobby and keep jumping in and out of games consistently, you know, and farming up the Chaos Shrines and Chaos Towers with no worry about a friend joining or anything like that. But, you know, playing in groups is also really beneficial because you could just split farm and get just as much by having 4 players search the map. So your chances of finding a Chaos Tower or a Chaos Shrine, you know, is increased 4 times. So both methods are really viable. But in case you are solo and you feel like, oh, I'm getting the short end of the stick because I don't get groups or I can't find anything alone, just use the chat, use the community to your advantage. One would argue that it's actually better than being in a group, because now you have a whole community, a bunch of people on the server, you know, posting there that they have a Chaos Shrine or Chaos Tower. If you're asking why, you know, what's so important about a Chaos Shrine or a Chaos Tower, well, a Chaos Shrine, which was season 10 seasonal buff, seasonal theme, has a chance to spawn the Shade of Death, which is an Uber boss. Has a chance to spawn just bosses in general that can drop boss runes, the most expensive runes in the game. Has a chance to spawn 1,000 type of each ore. Yikes. The one shots. And also has a chance to spawn a dungeon. Where do we go here? And also the best, in my opinion, has a chance to spawn the goblins, which is a very high chance to spawn it, where you get a bunch of goblins, you know, pretty much treasure goblins that when you kill drops an insane amount of rubies, can drop a lot of reds, satanics, can drop, and it drops an immense amount of relics. It's a very efficient way to, you know, max out your relic list to make you a lot stronger in the game, is by Chaos Shrine farming. And when you get those goblins, you know, you just get so much gear and so many relics. It's really good. And the Chaos Tower was last season's seasonal theme, which there's 10 floors. At the end of the 10th floor, you have 2 bosses you gotta kill. And when you complete that, you turn into quest. When you find the tower again, you have a very high chance to get a boss rune. If you don't turn in the quest and claim it, and you do all 10 runs and save them up, you get to fight the boss at the end of clearing the tower 10 times, which has a chance to drop the amazing seasonal 11 items, which is the Pendant of Eternity, the belt. I listed them all in the video. I can't remember them all off the top of my head. But Pendant of Eternity being the necklace, being one of the best in slot necks in the game, comes off of that boss. So it's something, you know, really important to farm and to go after. And obviously with the new seasonal theme, the Void Portals, they reduce the spawn ratios of Chaos Shrines as well as the spawn ratios of Chaos Towers. So making them a lot more valuable and important now when you find them. Like, hopefully we get to kill Satan here with no issues. I'm gonna stay on the bench to avoid the fire. I think we can DPS him from here. Yeah, we can. So this is a trick you can certainly use on the Marauder. He's about to do his lob. Oh! Yikes! Well, that is what not to do. So apparently they fixed it. Either that or something happened where I felt like I was stunned. I couldn't move. I think I must have fell down. I'm not sure. If you could stay on the bench, like the bench here, you can avoid damage from all ground effects, but it seems like they fixed it for that boss. Either that or I wasn't on the railing and I thought I was. But we'll just play it careful. This is the last boss you have to kill to unlock the next difficulty. Leech all the experience from these guys here. So he can be a little challenging. You know, I just obviously made a mistake there. I think Damien and Anubis is more of a challenge, I think, than him when it comes to leveling. But we'll find out. Oh, it's like this axe is a damage increase by how much? 642. Our trap's doing 2798. Let's put it on. 42, double that damage. We're gonna go with the two-hander. I mean, I've said this in probably all of my leveling videos, and it's a realization I come to, you know, just through leveling in general, and I'm sure it helps you guys. But leveling with a two-hander, man, at any point that you can, it's definitely the way to go. It just doubles your damage. Everything gets deleted. You end the fight so much faster, therefore increasing your survivability ratio. So it's better. Don't get me wrong, the one-hander and shield did get us to a good chunk of the leveling. So, you know, swap in and out, go with what you're comfortable with. I do that, you know, I'll go with a two-handed, then go right into a one-handed shield depending on how strong it is. Then I go right back to a two-handed like I did now. You just gotta pay attention to the lava storm cast, so that way you can move out of it right away. Aside from that, he's spawning minions right now. So he spawns his gloves or his hands. He's casting lava storm. I'm moving out of it. There you go. He's doing the wall of agony. And I got killed. Probably should have stepped back. I think I was slightly left in the wall. Huh. That hole was so small, like that gap. I got wrecked. Well, third time's a charm. So I got this Honey River bucket, which is butter toffee peanuts from Amazon. A buddy of mine recommended a like trail mix thing of like sweet and spicy trail mix, and then that thing led to another, you know, snack. And I gotta tell you, man, actually from eating the sweet and spicy, they had this butter toffee peanuts in there, and it tastes so good. I'm like, man, I gotta find one that just has the sweet peanuts in there. And I bought this little snack bucket called Honey River bucket from Butter Toffee, and it has butter toffee peanuts in it. And I'm addicted, man. You guys got to be careful with this. It's really good. Like, I'm looking at it now. I'm like, should I get one? Should I get one? But no, I mean, you gotta, you know, you gotta watch yourself, control yourself. All right, let's see how we do here. Yeah, okay, so I didn't mitigate the damage there this time. So I guess I wasn't on the railing before, man. Which is why I died. But that's technically what you want to do there. You want to stay on the railing, so that way you can just mitigate all the damage and not have a hard time with Satan. It does work still, obviously, as you guys seen. So just use that trick to your advantage. Alright. Let's jump into the next difficulty. We got one of the best relics in the game there as well, the Titan Gladius. Let's go to Nightmare. And let's jump in. Let's see what we have here. So this weapon is an upgrade in damage. and physical crit and attack speed. What we're doing, 4206. Oh, up to 5622. So we're definitely going with that weapon. Upgraded belt. No gloves. We're gonna keep the CDR boots. Okay. Alright, so now we just need to go there. Let's see if we can get to Gorag. We're 40 minutes in. Kill him on Nightmare. Let's see if we're going to get lucky here. Usually when we start a new difficulty, we get a new weapon right away, which helps us tremendously on leveling in that difficulty. So hopefully we get lucky here. Damage is really good right now with this two-hander. We get those free keys. Instead of crafting them, I just collect them. Oh, we got a new potion. It's probably at level 70, we'll see. Man, the damage scaling is so ridiculous. Well, that's amazing. The scaling right now on chain traps is just going through the roof. But maybe at level 70 we'll start picking up yellows and just focus on legendaries. That way when an item does drop, we know for sure that it's an upgrade. Maybe it's down. The exits. Yes. Perfect. Yeah, so these guys are taking a little longer to die now, as expected because of the difficulty that we're in, and we're doing it at difficulty 5. So getting a weapon here would be huge. There's the exit. Let's just try to kill as many mobs as possible because we don't want to be out leveled. Man, the burst. I love the burst on the Marauder. And just pulling everything in with the chains is so satisfying. I might main it next season, we'll see. Might start out with it as a main class to farm up. It is a very good farming class. lightning hit me, almost deleted me. Oh, broadsword. Alright, we need to find the exit here. We're leveling pretty fast. There it is. We maxed out Chain Trap now. I'm not sure what direction I'm going to go into next. I'll have to see. Maybe the longer cooldowns, the last tier, Force Overwhelming, or Madness of the Arena, to lower the cooldowns and just burst heavier. I really like it. Really like the burst on him, man. Alright. King's Garden already. We're moving, boys. We're moving. So I gotta get the checkpoint here. In the event that I die inside the boss stage, we can teleport back. It's like we got an upgraded damage neck with the copper necklace. Ooh, Commander Helms usually comes with very good stats in it. Oh, we got a legendary drop on the right side of the map. Or right below us, I mean. And let's get the checkpoint first so we don't die. I mean, in case if we do die, we can just come right back here. Ooh, a legendary Commander Helm. Excuse me. Alright, so for talents, we have 2 points right in Force Overwhelming and 1 point in Madness. 9 points in there. Serrated Chains, we got 4 points in it. But I'd like to probably remove that. Only put 1 point. Big Bomb, probably like to remove that also. And Plan B. Let's keep going with Force Overwhelming, because that burst is pretty good. %6 CDR, physical damage, 2% XP gain. We lose a lot of health, but I like the CDR, man. Let's keep going with the CDR. Yeah, see, 69% strength, 5% physical damage, mana. I like the physical percent damage from the Barbarian. What are we at? 73.27. Yeah, look at that. 81.32. Definitely go with it. No CDR belts, no gloves, no boots. Okay, we're pretty good. Alright, let's find the way to the boss and keep going. Here it is. Oh my god, what's I'm at 400,000 bursts. Saved by the level. The lightning, man, I'm telling you, it's so much damage. Maybe I want to put more points in Trophy Hunter. We'll see. But I mean, when we die, we almost get one shot. Oh, actually, that right there was only half. So we might go into Trophy Hunter. We'll see. It's between Trophy Hunter and Forced Overwhelming. I'm leaning more toward... Oh, yikes. He should have been stunned when he was pulled, but yet he was not. Let's max out the mitigation. Let's max it out. And let's see if it'll really make a difference while we're leveling. And now we're 71, right? So items... Let's do this quick before we die. Only see legendaries. That way we know if a drop occurs, it's a very high chance that it will be a upgrade. Wow, negative experience gain. Not good. Not good, boys. I do need another potion, because this potion heals for barely nothing. It is a low level potion, of course. So, hopefully we get a new one. Negative attack speed. Oh, all these statues are bad luck right now, man. There it is, 15% XP gain. Oh my lord, an archer. But I was playing really dumb there, like right on top of everything. The good thing is when you die, you don't lose the statue buff. So I still have the 15% experience gain for 50 seconds. Wow. Man. Okay, I gotta be a little safer here. Because I'm pulling everything in and then they're wrecking me. We're going with the peanut. The butter toffee. What is it called? Oh man. The butter toffee peanuts. I know all you guys are going to be buying some butter toffee peanuts now. Wait till you try it, man. It's like a caramel glazing on roasted peanuts. It's genius. Oh my god. It's like whoever, you know, came up with the idea of putting jalapenos in mac and cheese. It's just amazing. Or butter on toast. It just goes. Okay, I'll use my force overwhelming here. I know that lightning is just too much. Shouldn't have used my cooldown there. It was two elites. I thought they were going to live a little longer. No, 25% experience loss. Ooh, that chain trap like one-shot him, either a crit or something. We're at 130% damage reduction. Hopefully we don't get one shot. Yeah, right. Now I'm gonna get one shot. Yeah, I'm gonna die right here. Every time I say something about not dying, I die. Ooh. You got the Titan Gladius. Huge, 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 huge. So now we have to play really safe. And try to leech as much experience as we can here. Yikes. Damn, one shot at that elite, man. Ooh, a legendary helm. Alright, let's max that out. Let's see if this legendary helm... Oh, it's wind damage. A lot more health and dodge, though. Ooh, look at this one, though. Yeah, we're gonna go with this. Dodge damage, crit rate, crit damage. We want more survivability and increased life. That's amazing how we pull in all the statues with the chain traps. Pretty good damage on Gorag. And we got a Jagged Charm upgrade. Physical damage, mana damage reduction, 153 physical. A lot more health and stamp. A health up from 45 to 55. That's massive. Massive, massive, massive. I like it. That's pretty much it for the items. I know, yeah, there's no upgrades on the weapon. So So that's what we're going with. CDR, heavy physical damage, crit rates. I'm trying to get more CDR as much as possible, but having a hard time with the Marauder. It's just all about luck, right? We got lucky with other classes. We got CDR really high. CDR right now is 16%. It's decent. So we are maxing out the traps. I could respec and save these. Save what? 1, 2, 5 points. And dump them into Force Overwhelming. Yeah, we could do that. Let's do that now. We'll take the passives all the way through. I don't know if I wanted to put a point in here. Yeah, no, yeah, because we get the free passives from here, so we do want to put a point in there. It's free damage. Okay. Trophy Hunter, we'll go 10 points into it for 111% damage reduction, and we'll put the other 10 points for now in Force Overwhelming. Bring it down to a 14-second cooldown. Okay. Also should have brought down Madness. We'll cover, but now they're on both same cooldowns, Madness and Force Overwhelming. So we'll put Chain Traps here. Madness of the Arena there. Madness Control here. And then Force Overwhelming here. Alright, so this is what we'll go with for now. And then we are going to go on to Act 2 here when we come back next time. Alright, I hope you guys have been enjoying the Marauder leveling session. It's 1 hour into it, 1 hour and 2 minutes, or about to be 3. It's been fun. We unlocked Nightmare difficulty by leveling with this build setup. It's really efficient, and with this gear setup and swap to the two-hander, it's pretty good. And that is it, guys. If the content helps you in any way, please don't forget to comment, like, hit that subscribe button. You guys roll deep and stay grinding. Woo!